What is up, my lovelies? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. And if you are new, hi, I'm Rocky, aka Simply Simulated. And before we continue, I do want to ask you to please like this video and consider subscribing because we do have fun here. For my returning subscribers, you might say, I've seen this video before, and you won't be wrong. But today I'm here to show you the new graphics for this new legacy that I created called the Legacyofhearts challenge. It is a 10 generation challenge created by me, Simply Simulated, and the graphics by the lovely Kimba Sprite. So I'm really excited to come here and just show you the pretty graphics and also talk about some changes that I have recently made to the challenge. So without further ado, let's get started. So Generation 1 is the romantic dreamer. The backstory: born in a quaint little town, you have always believed in fairy tales and true love, so you dream of finding your soulmate. Your life goal is to create your own fairy tale romance and start a family full of love. With a heart full of optimism, you set out to find your one true love to live out those romantic dreams. Your aspiration is soulmate. Traits: romantic, cheerful, outgoing. Career is player's choice, and color is blush pink. Now the goals for this generation is to go on 5 semi/blind dates before you marry, find and marry a sim with the jealous trait, go on vacation and have an expensive honeymoon, go on 10 dates with your spouse, have a private journal and write frequently, and have at least 2 children. So journaling will be a big part of this legacy challenge. You'll see it pop up a lot during each generation. Now, I do have some additional goals set for this challenge, which is to try, heavy on the try, complete the perfect wedding using my wedding stories pack. I'm pretty sure it's probably impossible, but if you can, please hashtag me at Simply Simulated or Legacy of Hearts, which will be the hashtag for this challenge. Also, another additional challenge is decorate a room in the love theme using related packs or CC packs if you have them, and have a gold event on 3 separate dates. So that is Generation 1. Generation 2 is called Tainted Love, and the backstory for this gen is: after witnessing your parents' idealistic love story, you grew up with a straightforward view of relationships. Find your soulmate and get married, right? Sadly, you experience your own heartbreaking love story, which inspires you to channel your own emotions into the arts. Your passion for creative expression helps you navigate through personal struggles and aim to find a balanced, lasting relationship while nurturing your artistic side. Aspiration is musical genius or painter extraordinaire, so you choose. Traits: music lover, creative, romantically reserved. So you do need the Love Struck pack, but if you don't, feel free to substitute it with any custom trait or in-game trait that you do have. Career is freelance, musician, painter, or just the painter career in general. And the color is deep red. Your goals for this challenge is to have 2 failed relationships, either divorced or a breakup. Try love again, but this time aim for a more suitable relationship. Have a close relationship with your child, or have them develop the romantic sage trait. And remember, if you don't have the Love Struck pack, you can simply substitute for this goal. Also, complete the aspiration of your choosing. Additional goals: rant and rave about stress in a journal at least 3 times, reach level 10 in the painting, music, or related skill, sell 10 masterpieces on the art wall, become a 3-star celebrity. So that is Generation 2, Tainted Love. Generation 3, Hearts Connector. The backstory: watching a parent be passionate about everything they do in love can be inspiring to anyone, especially their children. As a result, you become a natural at social interactions and develop a knack for bringing people together. Your charisma and charms makes you the go-to person for relationship advice amongst friends and family. You see yourself as a matchmaker and thrive on creating strong, meaningful connections, aiming to help others find their own happiness while building a large, loving family of your own. Aspiration: romantic explorer. Traits: generous, loyal, romantic. Career: matchmaker or freelancer, and the color is ash gray. Your goals for this generation: have at least 5 close friends, Organize and host at least 10 social events. Master the charisma skill. Complete the romance consulting career, matchmaker branch, or complete all gigs in the chosen freelancer career. Also, you need to have 6 successful romantic matches. Choose the talk up another sim interaction or hook up sims when they call you about dating advice. So make sure you are keeping track of that. Complete the romantic explorer aspiration and have a large family with children. Use a number generator 1 through 10. This needs to be a big family. Generation 4 is called Love Architect. Growing up with a parent who was the matchmaker, you inherited a passion for bringing people together. Excelling in organizing events and nurturing relationships, you see yourself as a bridge between souls. Your goal is to foster strong and or fix negative family friend ties, because no relationship is perfect, and strive for your children to grow up in a warm, loving environment. Our aspiration: friend of the world or leader of the pack. Traits: self-assured, foodie, family-oriented. Career: make money from flower arranging, cooking, or baking, or if you want to, you can do all 3. And the color is emerald green. Goals: fall in love and or marry and have your first child by a high school sweetheart. Raise a small family and have a different dynamic with each child. Each child should have high responsibility characteristics. Have and achieve goal in 10 family-related events. And max out any practical art skills and mentor a child in set skills. So for an example, if you master painting, you need to tutor your child in painting. Additional challenge for Generation 4 are: have a lucrative food stand, restaurant, store/business. You can also master the flower arranging, cooking, and or baking skills, and help at least 12 Sims fix bad relationships to improve their relationships with that set Sim. Generation 5 is called Love Solitude. Living in a home full of love and laughter, you feel smothered from it all. As a result, you decide to always prioritize your career over romance. Unfortunately, you struggle with maintaining relationships due to these choices. So you opt for unconventional methods of having a child and continue to focus on achieving career goals, hoping to find love later in life. Aspiration for this gen is player's choice, so you have fun with that. Traits: clumsy, non-committal, and loner. Career: writer or any high-paying career. So any big career that gets you the bucks, go for it. And the color is midnight black. Our goals: focus on career and personal achievements over romantic relationships. Have only one best friend. Have at least 3 relationships but avoid serious commitment. Reach the top of your chosen career. Have 1 child through an unconventional method, and have a distant dynamic with your child. And the one additional challenge that I set for this gen is to experience and document the lonely moodlet at least 3 times. That is Generation 5. Generation 6 is called Sucker for Hearts, and it's one of my favorite ones that I wrote. The backstory reads: being raised by a parent who always chose their career over family and love, you were left feeling alone. Expectantly, you become a free spirit and are drawn to unconventional relationships and adventures. You prefer living on the edge and exploring different cultures and lifestyles. Your love life is as unpredictable as your career, mostly aiming to experience love in unique ways while remaining true to your adventurous nature. Okay, so you have 3 choices for the aspiration. You can do serial romantic, you can choose villainous Valentine, or paragon partner. Your traits are love bug, adventurous, creative. Career: freelancer, odd jobs, or side hustles, and the color is violet. Goals for this gen are to complete your chosen aspiration, have a child from a drunken one-night stand, fall in love with a married sim and have them leave their spouse for you, have 3 children with different fathers, cheat on a romantic partner/interest at least once, and gain the difficult dynamic with a child. Additional challenges: participate at least 5 different events or visit 5 worlds or neighborhoods, and complete the 7 wild dates challenge if the opportunity arises. So that is Sucker for Hearts. Generation 7 is Harmony's Embrace. After living with parents who were wild and adventurous, you ran as far and as fast as you could after graduating high school. Not wanting the same life for your children, you made the decision to create the quote unquote perfect family. You decide to pursue a career in wellness and strive to create a nurturing and supportive family environment while contributing positively to your community. Aspiration is super parent. Your traits are proper, perfectionist, family oriented. Your career, you're unemployed or self employed. So don't choose a career. You can use the custom career option in the game if you want to like start a baking company and you call it Sweet Treats Baking Company or something like that. And then the color is light blue. Goals. There are a few for this generation. Start a family with an elder. Once they pass, never find love again. Have at least 3 children. Each child should have the happy infant trait when they age up. Volunteer with family at least 5 times. Master the wellness skill. Have a supportive dynamic with one child. Throw at least one lavish birthday party for each child or teen. Have each child earn good manners and emotional control. And have each child or teen join an after school activity or a club. And the additional challenge I have set for this gen is to complete the super parent aspiration and schedule a family dinner / movie night every week. That is Generation 7. Moving on to Generation 8, which is Star's Temptation. All you ever wanted was to be a star, but you find yourself in quite the predicament, a forbidden relationship. Do with that information as you will. While dealing with the pressures of fame, you navigate the complexities of a strained relationship and strive to balance both. Despite the challenges, you are determined to build a loving family and ensure your children thrive in a world of fame and public scrutiny. Aspiration, of course, world famous celebrity. You want to be a star. Traits, self-absorbed, hot-headed, and high maintenance. This will be a hard one. Career, player's choice. So whatever gets you famous fast, choose it. And then the color is yellow or gold. Goals is to have a hot and steamy romance with the sim that's in a relationship. Become enemies and despite your partner's spouse. Fight the spouse, of course, in the name of love. Use a number generation for your number of children. So I'll let you choose like 1 through 5, 1 through 7. You know, you get to choose, but have more than one child. Also, you need to master the charisma skill, purchase bad fame perks and have a bad reputation, reach level 10 in a career, or become a 5-star celebrity, create and host 10 social events or parties, and help each child with homework or a school project at least once. And the additional challenge I set for this is to be publicly disgraced at least once. Generation 9 is called Quaint Love. And the backstory goes, being the child of the infamous insert name here, you and your siblings were ridiculed throughout middle and high school. As a coping mechanism, you journal and read romance novels, which sparks a love for writing. Determined to escape the shadow of your family's notoriety, you vowed to live a quiet and peaceful life as a young adult. With the dream of becoming a best-selling author, you spend your days crafting heartfelt stories, hoping to leave a mark on the world that is entirely your own. Along the way, you hope to find true love, the kind you only ever read about and cherish in the novel. So your aspiration is best-selling author. Traits are romantic, perfectionist, and bookworm. Your career could be either writer or freelance writer, and the color is royal blue. Your goals for this generation are to complete the best-selling author aspiration, max the writing skill, publish 7 best-selling books, adopt a pet, or have a small farm of animals. Donate to charity 6 times and gain fame from donating. Have a pen pal and collect postcards from 5 different locations. Have no more than 3 best friends, fall in love, and have 2 children with the sim that has the geek trait. 2 additional challenges that I set are have and maintain a small garden, have a strong relationship with your siblings but weak ones with your parents. Last but not least, Generation 10, which is Heart's Keeper. Cleaning out the attic of your childhood home, you find a journal. Curious, you read through it in its entirety. Fascinated with a rich family history of romance and relationships, you seek to uphold the legacy of your ancestors by living a life filled with enduring love and passion. You focus on creating lasting memories and ensuring that the family's story of love continues for generations to come. Your aspiration is big happy family. Traits: neat, self-assured, and goofball. Career: you're a stay-at-home parent. You choose how you make money but never get a job or a career. And the color is burnt orange. Goals set for this generation is to find love through a dating app, friend recommendation, or social outing. Have at least 4 children with the same partner, no matter the relationship status. Each child should have 1 strong social and 1 strong emotional trait. Have a strong relationship with your spouse. Have a supportive dynamic with at least 2 of your children. Have siblings develop strong relationships with each other, and have 1 grand event every season or holiday. So no additional challenges here, but those are the goals set for Generation 10. And that, my lovelies, is the Legacy of Hearts challenge. But before we end, let's talk about the rules really quickly. So starting out, you can start out pretty much however you want as far as finances. You can do a rag to riches. You can do the regular 20,000 simoleons, however you want to do it. But do start with a single sim in a new save file, simply because Generation 1 wants to build their family. Moving on to lifespan. So you can choose any lifespan, but make sure you keep aging on. Do not turn it off. This is a legacy challenge. Heir selection. The heir does not have to be a biological child of the previous generation's heirs. It can be an adopted child or an unconventional child, like an alien. Mods and gameplay. So mods are allowed and encouraged so long as they do not give an unfair advantage. If you don't have a pack, you can skip that gen or be creative. I do want to say before I continue to move on though, is that these are rules that I have set for the challenge, but you can play however you wish. These rules I will be following along, and if you want to, you can, but I want you to have fun with the legacy. So if you feel like something is too much or too hard, or you want to keep one of your favorite sims alive, that's really up to you, but I feel like I had to write some standard rules because it is a challenge. Death rules. If the current heir dies before completing the generation's goal, the challenge is considered over. However, you can choose to continue with the next heir. That's totally fine. Storytelling. You can use the pre-made storylines in each gen or create your own narrative and backstory for each generation. These are the ones that I made. You don't have to use them. I will be using them, but you do not have to. Moving on to the skills, careers, and aspirations. So each gen should develop unique skills that connect with their careers, aspirations, and interests. Goals could be completed in any order, and each heir should strive to complete the aspiration and career related to the passion or interest that they have. Relationships. Follow the goals outlined for each generation. Remember, I want you to have fun. So if you want to change it up a bit, more spicy, more calm, that's totally up to you. Family dynamics. Ensure that each generation focuses on the family values and relationships that align with the backstory. If you do your own backstory, those family dynamics need to line up to make a very interesting storyline. Color coordination. So I did give color to each generation, which I thought was fun. So each generation's house, clothes, and style should feature the color and visually represent their legacy. So go crazy with color. Have fun. Family heirlooms. Have heirs keep track of important events, moodlets, and milestones in a journal and or pass down heirlooms to each generation. And finally, internal conflicts. Introduce internal conflicts for each gen, giving them personal challenges to overcome and grow from. So for an example, in Generation 1, the aspiration is soulmate. Maybe that sim wants to focus more on their marriage than their children. That's an internal conflict that you can play on. But yes, those are the rules for the Legacy of Hearts challenge. If you are still here, I want you to type in hashtag Legacy of Hearts to let me know that you made it to the end of the video. And this is where I'm going to leave it here today, my lovelies. And as I always say, thank you so much for watching, supporting. Always remember to save your game. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and come back because you know I love it when you do. And until the next